It's the spooky season, which means it's prime time to play scary games, movies, read creepypastas, and eat candy till I hate myself. I'll be real with you though, it takes a lot to scare me. Most horrors don't do it for me, so while I was thinking about a game I could play to get the adrenaline running, I remembered a specific level from one of my all-time favorite games, Timesplitters Future Perfect. I think I was between the ages of 11 and 13 when I got my hands on the game. I was having a certified blast playing through the campaign and laughing at the absurdness of the game's writing. Then I got to the levels Mansion of Madness and What Lies Below. For the sake of this video, I won't dive into the plot as it isn't the main point I'm trying to get across. It's pretty straightforward anyways. Let's dive into it though, shall we? Because this game pretty much had the perfect concoction of things that scared me and then still pretty much do now to this day. You start out in front of a supposed haunted mansion alongside Jo Beth, who's just there to prove her worth to a gang. Of course, the first thing you're greeted to once you go inside is a creepy ass sound from the level's song. Soon followed by a guy being killed by a chandelier. Soon to be thrown your way are as follows: zombies, ghosts, bugs, worms, dead cow carcasses, doppelgangers, mad scientists, and things that can't be accurately described. The mansion feels like a giant maze as you're led from floor to floor, room to room by what feels like the house itself. I swear the only thing this level is missing are giant spiders and puppets. The culmination of all these elements leads to a very well done atmosphere and horror vibe. It has all the right stuffs: body horror, haunting melodies, psychological horror, and some nice light comedy to balance it all out. You even get pretty much iconic horror weapons such as the flamethrower, revolver, shotgun, baseball bat, a harpoon gun, and last but not least, a ghost gun. You're in for one hell of a thrill ride in these levels. It's time to get into the meat of what terrified me when I was younger. I already mentioned the OST of these levels, but let's talk about the boss of them. Princess is a pretty straightforward boss fight, and it isn't really hard, but hot damn if she isn't terrifying. Basically something reminiscent out of a Thing, Princess is a giant beast made from flesh and bone. She claws at you and breathes fire out of her giant, showing wolf-like skull, and of course, nothing but unholy sounds come from its gaping maw. Unfortunately, Princess wasn't the scariest thing that got me as a child. If you'll allow me to sidetrack for a second, one of the things growing up that scared me the most was inanimate objects coming to life, like furniture, puppets, or taxidermy. You see, I actually had a nightmare as a preteen in which my bed tried to eat me. Couldn't, and then proceeded to throw me up with some mysterious liquid and then laugh at me as I cried on the ground. Imagine my surprise after I woke up from that nightmare and then suddenly the thing I trusted most in this world just fucking tried to eat me. And also, you know those kids shows growing up that use puppets for education and entertainment like Timothy the Tooth? Yeah, that shit terrified me. Back on track, let's get right to it. It's the first level's mid-boss, the Deer Hunter. You're trapped in a room with zombies constantly falling on you while hitting you with baseball bats and shotguns. Which is bullshit, by the way. Whoever decided on that needs prison time. After reaching a lull after a wave, the wall begins to stir and suddenly this creepy-ass, no-mouth-having deer/moose statue breaks through the wall to reveal a skinny, fleshy, bloody body that towers over you while making animal noises. Fuck everything about that. It chases you around with hooks for hands while you run in circles just wanting to shut the game down and ask your mom to tell you it's okay, when it's not. The mad people behind this game knew exactly what they were doing when they created this monstrosity. The fact that it haunts me well over 10 years later speaks volumes. I hope that those of you watching had played this game beforehand or at least experienced it yourself before my tale, because it's well worth it. Not only that, but the Timesplitter franchise is quite good. And of course, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a happy Halloween. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go do something that doesn't involve taxidermy. Oh God! Help me! Oh God! Oh. Alright, we're good.